Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia-Parra. The Dodgers make it back-to-back wins over the Diamondbacks. They've now won 16 of their last 20 games. They get their 7th shutout win of the season tonight behind 6 more brilliant scoreless innings from Shohei Ohtani, who had 6 strikeouts. Oh, yeah, he can also hit, Jerry. He had a 3-hit game, reached base 5 times. Kyle Tucker had a huge night as well as the Dodgers get their 40th win of the season.
Well, first of all, Kyle Tucker obviously was watching the pregame show. He saw Nomar break his swing down, and he immediately made those adjustments. Well done. And how about the big show? We talk about him on the mound hunting that Cy Young Award. I think he's on his way.
I mean, he set the tone once again. He set the tone at the plate, set the tone on the mound, was really incredible, masterful once again. As we were watching this unfold, we were thinking, okay, is this going to be another no-hitter? Is it going to go? Because he was perfect for a while as well until he gave up that 1 hit. So that was really impressive. But the bats up and down the lineup really came out today. Excellent job by the offense as a whole. Bullpen coming in and doing their job as well.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker homered his first at-bat. He had base hits in each of his first 3 at-bats in this game. So let's hear from King Tuck right now with Kirsten Watson.
Kyle, you had yourself a 3-hit game, but if you look at just those 3 hits, you had the home run there, but you used the entire field. When you look at those results, what does that say to you just as to where your swing is at right now?
Yeah, it felt great. Being able to kind of stay on the ball and actually drive the ball in that first one, and then stay on it in the other one with a good curveball kind of down and away. I haven't really felt that swing at all this year, so it was really good to get that feeling back again. Hopefully I can roll it over to tomorrow and keep it going after that.
What you've shared with me, you're big on kind of what your swing feels like. Is this the best that you have felt when you look at just this season as a whole?
Yeah, I haven't felt swings like that in a while. Just being able to stay on the ball, being able to backspin ball as well, be able to hit them out in front and everything. So it was a nice night for me.
This game was a complete effort, whether you look at what the offense was able to do to provide the run support, but even also what the pitching was able to do. Shohei Ohtani, what is it like witnessing what he has been doing on the mound this year?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal for us. I mean, just doing it on both sides of the ball. I mean, at the plate, he's been phenomenal. On the mound, he's been phenomenal. So, I mean, can't say enough about him as an overall player in person. So, I mean, he gives us his best every single time he goes out there, and he's done a great job at it.
Well, Kyle, it was a fantastic night for all of you guys all around. Congratulations on this win tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good to see Kyle Tucker smiling once again. It was a really good night for him offensively. Nomar, that blast in the second inning got the Dodgers offense going, and Tucker had a great game tonight.
Yeah, he did have a great game. As we mentioned, the offense had a tremendous job at Kyle Tucker, driving the ball out of the ballpark, getting those hits as well. I know we were breaking down in the pregame show, but we're really just hoping he just gets something going, that he finds something that works for him, that makes him feel confident in the batter's box, where he's not missing those balls down the middle. He didn't miss them today. These are the pitches that he would be frustrated with himself because he'd either be fouling them off or he'd pop them up. And next thing you know, you're like, gosh, how am I missing that ball that I should be hitting? Well, he was able to drive that ball out of the ballpark, goes the other way, which was nice, and then gets one even down and in and is able to barrel it up. So hopefully this is a sign of more things that are good to come for Kyle Tucker.
And the reason why, we broke him down, Nomar broke him down earlier, he's a difference maker. When he's on, he's a former Silver Slugger, great defender in the outfield, can run. He could be that difference maker in the line. Yes, we got a lot of stars, but when he is going right, this is what you see. Line drive the other way, bomb to right field, and getting on base using his speed. So it's so good to see him have a big night. Hopefully, this team's role, because he is too talented to be down this long.
When he starts swinging the bat well and he feels like himself, you're going to see more of the base on balls, because obviously the opposing team is going to say, listen, he's swinging it well. We know the damage he can do, so he starts to be more selective. And then you see all these other numbers that everybody's breaking down and saying, well, this is why he's struggling. He has all these, he's too aggressive. He's missing the balls that he should be hitting. And the more he does that, all those start to change, because not only the way he gets pitched to, but also his selection and the confidence. He's waiting for the ball to be released rather than deciding before the ball is released.
And also a sign that you could tell he's not happy with where his swing is at. His first at-bat of this game, 2 pitches before he hit the home run, Jerry, he tried to drop down a bunt. He's just trying to reach base somehow, some way, get something going for his team. And it worked out great that he wasn't able to get the bunt down here.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You're always trying to get yourself going and find some positive. I know shooters would like a layup to kind of start the game, watch that ball go in the bucket, and then you get going. Here, takes their fastball center cut and does a great job. We talk being A to B. Boom. A, B. Get that bat head in position. Do not drop that bat head behind you. And when you go A to B, you're able to scrub a lot of baseballs. And with Kyle Tucker's ability, backspin him over the wall. So I love that. Nothing drop here. It was more here. Boom. A to B. Quick bats.
Sometimes just trying to lay down a bunt, you know, sometimes you get one down, it just changes things. I mean, I used to work on that all the time. I'm like, listen, there are times you just got to try. Even just squaring around, you miss it. You're like, okay, for some reason it gets you like your head, maybe you're following, whatever it may be, you're like, all right, let's go. Like, it's just, maybe it's a different thought rather than you always thinking about my hands, my spot, where my hands should be, my stride length, everything else that's going on that you're thinking about because you're struggling. You're thinking about laying it down. You're like, okay, miss it. All right, let me just hit the ball. And the next thing you know, you're there.
There's right there. And Nomar was saying, I know the fans out there, what does that mean? He tried it. He missed badly on a bunt. But when you press the reset button, you miss so bad on a bunt. Okay, you know what? I've tried everything. I can't even get the bunt down. How about I get the bat head out there? Oops, home run. Oh, I found something. Kept it simple, kept it short, and he got some positive out of it.
Great nights for the Dodgers and the greatest showman in baseball. Shohei Ohtani did his thing once again on the mound and at the plate, and right now he's speaking with Kirsten and the media.
Good title for a movie.
How much more satisfied were you with command and the feel of everything in the last couple of starts?
コントロールとの感触は2投間結構良くなってるんじゃないですかね。
前回よりは良かったかなとは思います。すごく良かったかちょっとわからないですけど、もう一度振り返りながら前回よりは確実に良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
Yeah, today was definitely a lot better than last time. Hard to say if today was really good. I have to look back and just kind of see how it, just review it. But what I could tell for sure is it's better than last time. その違いは何か前回と比べて。
最初に動き方の違いかなとは、ブルペンから良かったですし、1週間の中での修正っていうのがしっかりできたのかなと思ってます。
Yeah, I just moved well. Moved well overall. From the bullpen, pre-game bullpen, I felt pretty good.
You had a 301 batting average, 941 OPS, and an 0.74 ERA. Nobody's ever done that before. What do you think of that?
900 OPS 防御率1点以下誰も成し遂げてませんがどう思いますか。
そうです。数字のバランス的には非常に、特に OPS に関しては上がってきているのはいいことですし、少しその出塁寄りにOBP 寄りにちょっと偏っているなんていうんですかね、数字ではありますけど、もう少し長打率が高くなってくればよりベストかなと思ってます。
Yeah, I'm happy that the OPS is going up. I think I'm a little bit more walk-oriented. I want to make sure that my slug gets up.
How challenging was it tonight being on base so often and having energy to pitch as well?
ベース出塁して何回も出てましたけども、エネルギーのところで失敗しているところがありましたが。
そうです。マウンドの方がちょっと熱くは感じたので、でも打席も集中しながら、フォアボールも取って、それが点につながっていくっていうことはそれだけピッチングの面でも助けにはなるので、多くの点を取れるっていうことはそれだけ自分にとってもベストなことではあるので、いいアットバットだったなと思ってます。
I felt hot on the mound overall. I was on the bases a lot, walked a lot, but for me, it does help to have more runs. It helps on the pitching side, so I was happy with that.
Shohei Ohtani picks up his 6th win of the season. Now he's thrown 61 innings. The ERA, 0.74, and the WHIP, 0.79. Opponents just hitting a .144 against him. You see the 67 strikeouts and 6 more shutout innings tonight from him, Jerry. And they were stress-free innings from Shohei. Just didn't have a lot of traffic on the bases at all.
I know we kind of chuckled during the pregame show. He had 6 no-hit innings his last time out, but he kind of struggled. He had struggled with command. Times the velocity was up and down. Tonight, we talk about on cruise control. He made it a point. He was going to come out here, attack the strike zone, and make sure all his pitches were working. When Shohei Ohtani is using that fastball effectively, dropping down that breaking ball. 3 or 4 different shapes of the breaking ball to go along with that split at times. He is so difficult to deal with, and he understands that. That's why he was so frustrated his last start, because he really didn't give himself a chance. He was effectively well. Look at that slow breaking ball. Are you kidding me? That is a Shohei Ohtani he's used to, and he's a Shohei Ohtani we're used to. Complete control, command of all his pitches. So, yes, he did his last start, not give up a hit, but he really wasn't himself. Tonight was much more like it, and I said it earlier, this guy is on a mission to get that trophy on the mound.
We used to have a future Hall of Famer here who always talked about how much he hated walks and giving free passes. Kershaw hated giving free passes. He'd rather give up a solo home run than give up a free pass. So Shohei's last outing, he was upset at the free passes. It was like, listen, oh, he didn't give up a hit. He's like, do you see how many free passes I gave? That is frustrating. That's the sign of a guy who wants to get ahead, who's competing, wants to win all the time. And he made it a point. He wasn't going to give up free passes today, or he was really doing his best to really minimize. I guarantee when he looks back, he's going to be upset at that one that he did give up. Like, I gave up a free pass. But at the same time, he still was going out there competing, attacking hitters, being efficient, and was just fun to watch. It really was. As he was utilizing everything, it is really hard as a hitter when you're facing Shohei Ohtani, when he's pitching like this, to sit on any pitch. There's nothing you really sit on. It's one of those where you hope and pray, maybe you guess, you look in a particular area, and hopefully your barrel is able to find it when it actually falls into that area.
On base 5 times, too, by the way. Seriously.
Yeah.
On base 5 times, and he goes out there and does what he does on the mound. We call him the unicorn. Yeah, he's that unicorn.
1 of 1. And another win tonight for Shohei and the Dodgers. Let's head back to the booth, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.